This video will contain spoilers for chapter 222 of Undead Unluck. Come back later when you've caught up. Really? Really, Tasuka? Not even one? Not even one? Not a singular chapter to relax? Really? Okay. Let's get into the recap. So, not much actually happens in this chapter. We open it up with Andy and Fuko walking side by side as they enter into the round table room for Andy to make his grand return, and no one reacts as no one knows who the fuck he is. Because it's then revealed to Andy that Fuko actually hasn't used Remember yet. She has been getting everyone without using it and just been doing it in her own way, which he agrees, yeah, he probably would have done the same thing, but might have used it on Billy now because Billy's a stubborn cunt. But then, in a sweet moment, Gina gives up her place as the second seat and gives it directly to Andy, allowing him to take his place. And then he properly introduces himself as Andy the Undead as he stabs the sword you saw I gave to him into his shoulder, and some people freaked out. And after that, since all the round table seats are filled, Apocalypse hands out the rewards for clearing Gorner Crest, as Burn and Summer did get off screen, sadly. With 4 more seats at the table, and then the locations of Harley Quinn and Silent Voice are revealed on the map. And then afterwards, we have a little conversation between Fuko and Andy discussing Julia and Injustice as it is yet to manifest, and it seems like there's no signs of it going to manifest at all without Victor being present. And without Injustice, using Remember on her wouldn't really be much help, as all she'd be getting is Dreeza's combat experience, which is very good. Dreeza's good at combat, but without Injustice, she can't fully utilize Dreeza's combat. But after that, and Julia reassuring Fuko that she is going to get Injustice and she is going to be able to fight alongside them, Fuko starts handing out everyone what their tasks are going to be over the next 3 months, until she gets interrupted with her phone alarm going off when it shouldn't be. And after Nico confirms that it isn't busted, it's revealed that time is accelerated by 3 months. Apocalypse looks fucking weird, the next set of credits are signed, and that's how we end the fucking chapter. Okay, so, I was going to say beginning section. Let me discuss 80% of the chapter real quick, because it's going to be relatively easy to discuss. There's not much to digest here. Andy's return feels so fucking good, okay? Like, the main hype and excitement of Andy coming back into the Union has been experienced over these past 3 chapters for us as readers, but seeing him back at the round table just hits. It's just so nice. And just like when he left the round table room for the last time, him declaring himself to be Andy the Undead just hits different, you know? But a highlight of this moment that I do want to touch on is Gina giving up her seat for the number 2. Because there's a lot of things that make this moment actually kind of a little bit emotional and really hit hard for me. Because what I really like about this is, one, Fuko like asking Gina, hey, are you sure? And Gina's like, yeah, I'm sure. Because she's actually seen first-hand experience when she went into the book what Andy means to Fuko and how important he is to her in her life. So Gina is like, look, I know this is important for you two. I know he propped you up. So honestly, even though I'm still a little bit better, I'll still give it to him. But the other thing I love, and Tasuka's brilliant paneling here, is Andy's reaction to seeing Gina. Because while he knows that Fuko's collected Gina, and he may have got a glimpse of her back in the hospital, Andy actually hasn't seen Gina since she died in his arms billions of years ago for him. So getting to see her again, alive, younger, and happier, in a union that makes her feel happy and welcome, it hits for him, and you get that brief moment of him seeing that, and it's, man, it's fucking good. We then get, obviously, the quest rewards, which it's upsetting that Burn and Summer got off screen. I would have loved to have seen them. However, it is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes, sadly. But we do get 4 more seats, which they're going to be going to whoever. Fuko can swap out the seat members anytime, so it don't actually matter. But we get the location of the other 2 artifacts, which their locations ain't exactly clear. The pins are just on the map. They didn't get much fair, and we don't actually know which one is which. We just know the 2 locations have been revealed, and the Union are going to get them? They were going to, but don't know if they're going to have the time now. We'll get to that. But then we got in a little moment with Julia, and more specifically, the lack of injustice that she's manifesting. See, personally, I'm in the camp that I do think she is still going to manifest injustice. However, I do like that they've pointed out that Victor was somewhat successful in being able to freeze Reese from the torment and the burden of having injustice every loop. At least more so having the injustice that was brought upon because of him. Because it's heavily implied in this chapter that Victor was the cause of injustice manifesting. So even if we never see him again, we know that he can at least somewhat have some calmness in his heart, knowing that, hey, Juice has been freed from the injustice that he brought upon her. So even if Julia does get it again, it's not going to, like, sour what Victor did or anything like that. And then let's get into this main fucking point. Why? That's it. Why? Why did you do this to Suka? Come on. The fuck's wrong with you? Why you gotta be like this for? Okay? This... Like, I know this is a game for Sun and Luna One, but this ain't no game. This is lives. People's lives are on the line here, man. Be nice to them. Be kind. But yes, okay, so time was skipped. We have skipped 3 whole months ahead, and we are at the Day of the Crests. So what the fuck has happened here? A lot of people's first instinct is to blame Soul, thinking Soul is the one who started this. That son of a bitch has done something to Apocalypse because he's either scared or worried, a bit anxious in Union, or he's just very excited to fight the Union because he's finally been freed after God knows how long he was up there for. Hell, we don't even know if he ever came down and previously fight Juice because she was unaware of them. He might have just been up there since he was created. However, I don't think that's what's going on here, because if you look at Apocalypse here, Apocalypse has changed. He has undergone a transformation. His eyes are crazy. He's got 2 tongues. His teeth are way more monstrous. Like, instead of just being the normal, like, canines one, like they're protruding outwards in a curve. He's bloody crazy-eyed. But also, his cover has changed to now be a ink black, similar to a Phase 3 on an Uma like Spring or the Master Rules. So what I think is going on here is Sun has gotten involved. I don't think it's Luna. Actually, never mind. I don't think it's Sun. I think this might be Luna. Because thinking back on chapter, I think it's 183? 198. I was so wrong there. Thinking back on 198 and the line that Luna said that made her interesting finally is, I simply find this all more amusing. I think Luna may be the one behind this Apocalypse monsterization, or whatever we're going to be referring to this as. But I think Luna's just like, you know what? Sure, I could let the Union get stronger, because the Union could get strong enough to just beat the Master Rules, because like they've already dealt with 2. They were difficult fights, but like that was just on the fly. If they properly figured out their souls, they could probably wipe out the Master Rules, and especially with like Drew's being able to do it so frequently in the past. If they figure out Injustice, then it'd be wraps for the Master Rules. So it'd be pretty fucking amusing if I just made them fight them right now. You know, same kind of difficulty for the rest of them. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, sure. There's still a chance it could be Sun. It could be Sun doing whatever bullshit Sun's doing. We still know fuck all about Sun. But I'm leaning towards Luna, actually, now that I think about it. It could be Sun or Luna, but I'm leaning more towards Luna. I don't think this is Soul, though. I don't think Soul has anything to do with this. Because, 1, we don't actually know if Apocalypse has a soul. Because Apocalypse has... Actually, we don't actually know if Apocalypse has ever died. It is implied Apocalypse could die, but we don't actually know if Apocalypse has ever died. But also, Apocalypse isn't an Uma. Apocalypse is an artifact. So what's going on here? This isn't like a Phase 3 or anything. This is something completely fucking different. This is like an artifact being altered, and Luna is the one who actually deals with artifacts, is the one who's created them. So yeah, I'm actually fully leaning towards this being Luna. But yes, seriously though, why? Why? Can you fucking not? Like, please. As of recording, I actually haven't uploaded my chapter 221 video because the whole reason I was saying there. But I was saying I wanted one calm chapter to celebrate and just enjoy the proper reunion of Fuko and Andy. So why couldn't I fucking get that, Tasuka? Come on, man. This is some bullshit. Man, fuck this. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this chapter, because it was that what I wanted. The nice, calm, you know, reunion chapter of Andy joining the Union again. We were going to have the 3 months to prepare. I wasn't expecting to fully see the 3 months. I expect to like get a little bit, maybe a chapter, maybe 2 chapters on it. And then we're going to the final quest, you know, all bigger, but no, Tezuka's like, fuck you! And as for predictions, I think next chapter is fully going to focus on revealing what the 8 crests are, what the rewards are, what the penalty is, which I don't know if the penalty is going to be Revolution, because Revolution's already been revealed to be a penalty in a previous crest, and it does seem like this is being done as like, hey, you're gonna do this one and fucking die. We don't expect you to win this, so why give you, like, the Doom penalty? But at the same time, it could be Revolution, because after this, there's not much to do story-wise, and we would have to go into Ragnarok. Although at the same time, if they don't beat any of these crests, then, like, we wouldn't need Ragnarok or Revolution. They would just get fucking killed. So they are going to end up clearing all these crests. Actually, that's also the point of not all of these would be eliminations. There may be some that aren't neutralizations, and maybe some that are just captures, which is going to be so fucking difficult. That would be so mean of Apocalypse and the gods to do. But yeah, I think next quest is just going to be fully focused on revealing what the crests are. We'll finally get the proper reveal as to who the 5th seat is, if it's Justice or if it's something else, and get a confirmation on the 7th seat and if they are Uma Faded like we've expecting them to be. And then we'll also like get some rewards, see what the rewards are going to be for all of these crests, and also like confirmation on whether or not all of them are going to be their own separate crests, or all of them are going to, like, some of them will be combined, which that I don't think we're going to get. If we do, I think we'd only get one that's combined, and all of them are just going to be individual ones. And we might start to get some kind of hint and idea as to who's going to be tackling the quest. There might be some conversation on it in that chapter, or we could just straight up get a reveal on who's going to be tackling what quests, which next chapter is just going to purely be focused on the quests. What the quests are, which we know what they are, but like the reveal of the final 2 Master Rules properly, what rewards we would get for dealing with, you know, these. I'm expecting a lot more seats. We're going to get the full 25 seats before Ragnarok. What the penalty is going to be, which it could be Revolution, it could be something else. I don't think there's a need for a fucking penalty. Like, this quest in itself is a penalty. And also, we can finally get a feel as to what the fuck happened with Apocalypse here, and why Luna's being such a bitch. Yeah, man, I do like this chapter. I do like it. It is a good chapter, but please let me breathe, Tezuka. But yeah, until next week when, I don't know, fucking Tezuka turns around and says, hey, fuck you, here's God's dick, and Ragnarok's happening at the same time as these quests. Until then, see ya.